wonderful course called Shares in Action. So tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so Shares in Action is actually bringing a few different strategies together, and we're going to teach those strategies so that people can walk away from the course and actually be able to employ those strategies and make money straight away. That's our intention, that's what we want people to do. We will also be offering a hand-holding service afterwards, which some people will need and will want, and other people will be confident and be able to move away on their own. So we can do whatever people want. Yeah.
And what's the course going to cover? A bit about the capital, a bit about income?
It is. So on the capital side of things, as I've mentioned, we'll be looking at the quality of companies and how to assess that quality. So I've come up with a system of actually using the research and ranking companies against one another. So we know, as we would with a house, how much quality that property has or that share has against all the others, because we want to buy the best. But at the same time, we want to buy shares that are undervalued. So very much like when we're buying buy-to-let and below market value, we want to buy shares that are undervalued. Yes, so we'll be showing how that happens. And then on the income side of things, we'll be showing people how to rent their shares out. And when I first mentioned that, a lot of people say to me, wow, I didn't understand that you could rent shares. And actually the technical term for that is selling options. So most people in the market tend to want to buy options, and what they're doing is buying and hoping that that option value is going to rise. We don't trade that strategy because we don't hope for things. So what we do is we buy the shares, quality companies, and then we actually sell options, and that is getting our rent in every month, and we'll take people slowly through that strategy so that they understand it fully. And that gives us monthly rental, which is fantastic.
It's interesting, the concept that you can rent a share like you would rent a house, and I know you say you wouldn't buy a buy-to-let property and not put a tenant in it, so why would you buy a share and not get the income? Which is a fabulous analogy. And what about protection and risk? How do you cover for that?
So there's a few different ways of looking at the protection, and we leave it up to the investor what they want to do. The more protection they take, then the less that they can actually compound their cash. So it's really a personal thing for people to actually decide upon. So we use things like stop losses. We'll teach people what the pros and cons are, if you like, of using stop losses, so that people can make decisions on that. We can also insure our shares, and by insuring, that's the best type and the lowest risk you can take. But what that does is cap some of the profits that you can take. So it's a decision for people to make.
But you'll show people how to do that on the course.
We will.
And taking an average person off the street, what do you think are the returns that people could make by following these strategies?
Okay, so we're looking at between 1.5% and 3% on a monthly basis. So that's equivalent to your money in the bank, what you would be getting on a monthly basis.
And that's a month?
That's every month, yes.
Okay, so that's like your rent, is
So
it?
that's our rent, yes. But then obviously we've got the capital side of things. So we've got the quality company that's growing in capital, which is fantastic. So that sits long term. But also when we sell options, the trader that's taken the option may want to buy the share from us. And if they do that, they'll be giving us something like 10%. And usually our option expires within 1 month. So we're looking at a 1 month trade for that 10%.
So if I've understood that right, we can get between 1.5% and 3% rent income, and up to, say, 10% a month on the capital side.
That's
as well.
right, yes.
Wow, that's absolutely
it's amazing. It's wonderful.
What a fantastic course. I look forward to seeing it, and Debbie, wonderful to speak to you as always.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.